Hello there, elementary fans. Again, Loxaman, your elementary enthusiast, is back. In this case, I'm going to review a little app called Feedler, which is a feed reader, like the other app called Feed Reader, surprisingly. But before that, I'm going to clear a bit of an issue that has arisen, in the sense that I am not going to review apps that need to be compiled from source, because I have been actually trying to compile them. And sooner or later, when you have to compile stuff, then, I mean, if you have to compile it and it's not your job or something, then you happen to end up in the so-called development library hell or dependency hell, in that in order to compile something you need a dependency that is dead and you can't get it, or you only can get an older version, and that's something that I don't think is beneficial for us as users, to encourage the scavenging for files and libraries and the like. So if you don't provide a proper PPA or a dev file, chances are that I'm not going to install your app. Pretty simple. I don't want to sound like an asshole, it's not an issue, but I'm not going to try out apps that have at least not a PPA or a deb file to try. Even those who have deb files usually also can fall prey to the dependency hell, but at a rate that risk is a bit less than what I have seen when you have to compile from source. Anyways, going to the Feedler app, let's try it. As you can see, the icons are not very original. Makes sense, and it looks already like this elementary app. It looks like them all, actually. In this case, you can import feeds from an OPML file, from an OPML file, or you can get this app from a URL. In this case, we're going to let's see. Let's find a place. Shatak. Okay. Let's go to. This is a Spanish blog about Android, which has a very prominent RSS feed, and so well, let's see what Mozilla thinks of it. It should be here. And so, going to get it here. We type this. For some reason, now you see this transparency. I don't understand why. I remember seeing it in the other timer. In this timer, focus it was. I remember seeing it in focus, but I don't think it's suitable here. At any rate, we're going to save the app. And here. And yes, they're loaded. Let's see how it shows. Well, that doesn't look too sexy, in that it seems that you have a lot of horizontal space here by default. Obviously, you can change it, and then you have this here, which is normal, and you can control this through the scrolling. So it seems that it works. Unlike the feed reader, this is this doesn't appear to be connected with any services. But let's see what comes here. For the interface, we can hide instead of closing in order to get notifications. Hide and start to the messaging menu in case that you don't want it to have to fire this up in case. Hide additional headers. You can store a different number of items in the channel. Then you have different behaviors here. You can show images or not, reduce them or shrink them. Sorry. You can activate the JavaScript, Java, and you can choose the name of the launch of the browser that you want to fire when you click a link. Additionally, you have this feed updates. You can toggle auto updates, refresh on start, and you can confine the here you can change the time between updates. Here is an option to just download favicons that I am not sure what is good for, and you also have the possibility to see them. I see. So you have three options in order to watch your stuff. You can either look it like this. You can simply see like this and not worry about the feed list, or you can combine them in a similar approach to Feedler, to FeedReader, sorry. Which I would favor this one. However, I'm not sure which would be the most efficient. I would believe that these could be throgged here actually, so that you have more horizontal space. But aside of that, it seems that it works as intended, in that it's not a connected feed reader like the other one, but a more standard offline reader. So this app was created. Let's see, I don't have it on the top of my head. I want to credit it properly. This app was created by Avi Romanov, and you can download it in its own PPA. As I said, I'm not going to review anything that doesn't have a PPA or a deb file to download. From what I have seen mostly here, you have PPAs available for most of the apps that I have seen, so it shouldn't be an issue in the long run. However, there are apps that don't have these feeds, or that have PPAs that are not compatible with Freya, which I have seen some, and so I'm not going to go the extra mile to install them. Anyways, this is what Feedler can do for you. Thanks for watching and have fun.